Hi, I'm Dartfinag, I represent Psytrance Plugins, and today I'm going to play a little bit with Samplur PROSYNTH. Samplur PROSYNTH is a phase distortion synthesizer that has two phase distortion oscillators and a noise generator. The controls of oscillator 1 are the same than the controls of oscillator 2, so I'm going to use just one to show you the features. I don't need to use both oscillators, so I can use just one. The noise you toggle on right here in this button. You have two types of noise: low pass filter, high pass filter, gain, and dedicated amp envelope. Okay, so there's also a master amp envelope and a master outstation with mute, pan, and gain. Okay, so each of these oscillators has two basic waveforms, phase distortion waveforms, and you can connect to a third waveform or style that we provide. With this mix control, it mixes between the two waveforms or two basic waveforms and the extra waveform. So let's try a different waveform. Okay, so this has a small LFO. You can connect the speed. Let's try a fast speed. And the range, let's try a short range, and this will create an LFO between the two basic waveforms and the third waveform, so it plays like this. If you set the range longer and the LFO longer, let's try some different waveforms right here, just to okay, so this is the mix knob for the waveforms. You have a pitch control with octave, tune, and fine, a modulation control, you have a filter. This button that says in will apply the filter envelope into the filter. The filter has three modes: low pass, high pass, and band reject or notch. You have an amp envelope for the oscillator and the filter envelope. Okay, so right here there are four different LFOs or envelopes, more like LFOs, that can be connected to four targets each. So each of these LFOs has four targets you can connect. They also have the amp envelope for each of the LFOs or the envelopes. You can toggle the speed, the curve, linear or spline. Spline it's round, and linear it's straight. You have the waveform that you can change the waveform. You can lock the X so that the dots do not go to the side. Flip horizontally, flip vertically, reset button, the reset button works, reset button, and scan for scanning new waveforms. You can load and save waveforms, and to use the LFOs, use the on button. Okay, one very important thing: if you create a waveform, please save it somewhere else, somewhere in your computer, else this is what happens. You close the VST, and when you reopen the VST, the waveform has disappeared. So you have to save the waveform. Each time you create a waveform, you have to save the waveform. The amp envelope for the LFOs is very cool. You can, for example, create some sort of dragging with the LFO. So now I have the LFO connected to oscillator cut, oscillator 1 cut. I'm going to change the waveform to sine, and I'm going to put right here a faster speed. Okay, this is how it happens, or how it sounds. Let's put more faster. Wait, something is wrong. I don't have it connected. Okay, this is the on button, so let's select 1.4. Okay, if you toggle the envelope with the attack all the way up, and it doesn't need to be all, just right here, it's cool. Okay, so this is what happens when you do this. Okay, so you have a pitch sequencer that is basically an ARP to create melodies. So you have to toggle on in this button. You have the number of steps and the speed. You have a direction control and a randomize button that will randomize the pitch sequencer. So let's randomize the pitch sequencer and see how it plays. Okay, let's randomize it again. Okay, very cool. You also have a transgate or a gator. You connect it using this button right here. It has the step number, the speed control, the direction, the randomizing button. You can also randomize the transgate. Let's randomize it. Okay, like this. You have a pulse control, a swing control, and a release control. So okay, this is a very cool transgate. I'm going to change the waveform here to something more. Let's see this one. No, the start. Okay. I'm sorry, I was forgetting the cutoff in the filter. Let's try again the pitch sequencer. And the transgate. Okay. You also have an LFO sequencer that is awesome for dubstep or wobbling rhythms. So you have the steps, the speed, the note, the mode can be note or transport run. It can run to the transport bar of your DAW. You have the waveform, the direction, the randomizing, and a dedicated filter. So this is very cool for wobbling rhythms. I'm going to show you a little bit. So I toggled on. I will create a random thing. Okay, now push a little bit of the filter and let's see how it plays. Okay, this is wobbling rhythms. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Let's change the wave to ramp. Okay, you have some effects right here. You have an equalizer, a distortion, a stereo delay, a chorus, a flanger, a phaser, and a reverb. Okay, so let's try again the pitch sequencer. The transgate. And the LFO sequencer. Okay, very cool. And you have a joystick that is cool to create automations. You can connect it to several targets right here. I'm going to let it like it is, oscillator 1 cut and oscillator 1 resonance. I'm going to push this a little bit, turn it on, and it works like an LFO or an envelope, but you can use it manually, so you can create different types of rhythms, for example, the kind of rhythmic synth. Okay, so this is basically Samplur PROSYNTH. I'm going to play some presets, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's check some extra shots. And one key motion. This is basically a one key synth, so I will press one key and see what sounds, how it sounds like. Okay, let's check some ARP. So this is basically the synth itself playing very cool. These ones are gated. and some with the LFO sequencer. I'm just pressing one key. Okay, so this is Samplur PROSYNTH. Buy it at PsytrancePlugins.com. We are also selling at kvraudio.com. They have an excellent marketplace, so you can buy it. The plugin costs $20. Sometimes it's in promotion of 50%. And I hope you enjoy it. Take the best you can out of it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.